It all started on Thursday afternoon when I found a handwritten note slipped under my dorm room door. Mary's round handwriting said, "Long weekend coming. Let's go hiking. Meet in the lounge tonight." When I walked into the lounge that evening, Justin was already studying a paper map spread across the coffee table, and Lucas was talking excitedly about a trail he'd heard from his roommate. They looked up at me with easy smiles, as if my joining them was the most natural thing in the world. I felt a small flutter in my chest, nervous but also curious. When they asked if I wanted to come, I heard myself say yes before I had time to think. I didn't expect the trail to feel this alive. The moment we stepped onto the mountain path, the air smelled like sun-warmed grass and wildflowers. The hills rolled out in every direction, soft and green, like the earth was breathing slowly. I tightened the straps of my backpack and followed behind Kenji, Mary, and Lucas as the trail curved upward. Justin walked ahead with his usual quiet confidence, checking the map even though the trail was obvious. Mary kept stopping to take photos of every flower she saw. "Rain, look at this one! It's like a tiny purple star!" And Lucas joked that at this pace we'd reach the summit sometime next year. I laughed, even though my legs were already warming up. The sun felt good on my shoulders. The sky was so blue it almost didn't look real. As we climbed higher, the wind picked up, brushing my hair across my face. I could hear the crunch of gravel under our boots, the distant chirping of birds, and the soft rustle of grass swaying on the hillside. It was the kind of quiet that made me feel both small and safe at the same time. "Rain, you okay back there?" Lucas called. "I'm good," I said, a little breathless but happy. Mary slowed down to walk beside me. "This is your first real summer hike here, right?" I nodded. "Yes. In my hometown, the mountains are different. More trees, less open." She smiled. "California likes to show off." I looked around. Maybe she was right. The trail narrowed as we reached a ridge. Below us, the valley stretched out like a green ocean. Justin pointed toward the horizon. "We'll stop up there for lunch." I followed his finger and saw a small, flat area overlooking everything. The hills, the sky, the winding trail behind us. The thought of sitting there with my friends, eating sandwiches in the sun, made my chest feel warm. When we finally reached the spot, I dropped my backpack and sat on the grass. The breeze was cool against my skin. Mary handed me half of her peach, sweet and dripping with juice. Lucas tried to teach Justin how to skip stones down the slope, even though there was no water, just dry dirt. They both laughed at how ridiculous it was. I leaned back on my hands and looked at the sky. When we finally reached the summit, the world opened in a way I wasn't prepared for. The trail leveled out, the wind grew stronger, and then, beyond the last rise of green hills, I saw it. Over the mountain skyline far away, a thin, shimmering line at first, a vast, endless blue, the Pacific Ocean. It stretched across the horizon like a piece of sky had fallen to earth. I felt my breath catch. Back home, the sea was something I only saw in textbooks or postcards. Here, it was real, bright, alive. The sunlight danced on the water so fiercely it almost hurt my eyes, but I couldn't look away. Justin let out a quiet, "Wow." Mary squeezed my arm, and Lucas whistled low. But I barely heard them. For a moment, it felt like the ocean was calling my name, reminding me how far I had traveled and how wide the world truly was. For a moment, a quiet, steady belonging. I was here, on this sunlit mountain, with people who chose to walk beside me. I closed my eyes and let the wind pass over my face,